Okay, my good people, I'm back. In fact, I'm back in stereo today. I've got two videos for you. This one is the customary pickups. You'll know what that means. And then later on, I've got another. In case you thought you got rid of them, you haven't. I've got another vintage science fiction pickup there. These were slightly different because I picked up a tray, a bulk amount from an eBay seller. So there's about a dozen there, which I will go through after this. Okay. Right, we'll kick off today with the customary one, and well, there's two Steelbooks, but there's only one film. One's attached to a collector's edition that I picked up. That's the Mondo Avengers Assemble. I'm surprised that was still in stock. Actually, it's quite an oldish one, but yeah, you get this usual customary folder with it and all the details on the back, and then the actual Steelbook itself, the usual sort of montage of characters, and you have Iron Man on the back there. Inside there's another piece of artwork with the usual 4K and Blu-ray disc. Yeah, I mean, I quite like these Mondos. I haven't got many of them. I think I showed you the Infinity War last time, which was an absolutely necessary purchase for me. But so that's your Steelbook. Okay, now when it comes to Destiny, I've got something that I've had for a long time that I've never shown before. I've forgotten to show, in fact. But interesting item. I think it probably shows just how crazy us collectors can get. I mean, who collects soft drinks cans, right? Well, I do, when they're Destiny related. And I mean, many moons ago when Destiny 2 first came out, Rockstar, was it Rockstar? Yeah, Rockstar. They did a series of 3 Destiny related cans for various energy drinks. I don't think these represented any particular character. I think these were just like the 3 guardians in the game, you know, the Titan, the Warlock, and the Hunter. Yeah, so these were to commemorate Destiny 2, so they'd be like 2017. Say there was a set of 3. They're quite hard to find, actually. I mean, my local Asda was the only place that did them. And they had very small quantities in, you know, had to be on the ball to find them. But that was in the days when I did my shopping manually rather than online. And then they did another set of 4 when Forsaken expansion came out, and these were the characters from the game. These were all about £1 each. So that one's obviously Ikora. And we had Old Shucks. I mean, people still sell these online unopened. It's they're not, not particularly cheap. There's the Valhalla. I don't know why I did a set of 4 this time, but I'll say they were hard to come by. Actually, you had to be at the right place at the right time. And there's our old mate Cade. Much missed, still missed by all the Destiny players. Yep. So that was an interesting little item, and then the only other Destiny item I've had, because it's getting quite scarce now, is this. I'll just have to go out of your picture for a second. So much on the table. Yeah, this was a little item that I picked up a week or 2 ago. It's on the Bungie shop. It's Shax's helmet. I mean, this was marked up as where I bought it was marked up as being a display model. I think it's about 50 quid. Normally I got this for 30, but I mean it's all in good order. I mean the wear you see on it is intentional, actually, because he's obviously been through a few battles and scrapes with it. So yeah, I thought 20 quid off of that was a reasonable buy, and it actually came in, if I can grab a hold of it, which I can't. Just hold on 1 second. Right, here we go. Yep, there. Camera around to its proper position. Sorry about that. Yeah, as it came in this large box. And it's a nice bit of artwork in itself. The box, I was quite impressed with. Yeah, so that was really it for Destiny. It was the only new item I've had in the last month or so. So, but as I say, Destiny stuff's becoming really, really hard to find at any sort of reasonable price now. So I'm grateful for anything I can pick up cheap. Okie dokie. Now on the comics front, I think I showed you most that I had last time. We got the last issue of the God of Hammers 5-issue run, so we can get around to reading that now. And that was the latest Eternals number 10. That will be the 4th of the second series. Then we have Joker. That's a variant edition. The guy, I have a standing order for some comics, and the guy who puts them up for me normally gives me a variant edition. So that is one of the variants, and this one I actually got myself because I didn't even know it was out. But it's the Timeless one shot with Kang. The reason I've already shown you this, actually, the first printing. This is the third printing, and the reason I got it is I'm a major Miracle Man fan, and to my knowledge, this is the first appearance of Miracle Man in many a year that wasn't actually a reprint. So although it's only a segment of a cover, I thought it worth investing in, or not. Well, I say investing in, not for me to make any money on it. Investing in it simply because I'm a major Miracle Man fan, and that represents the first appearance of him in God knows how long. So I'm thinking that that might be a useful one to have. Now on the games front, I picked up half a dozen of the Evercade cartridges. I've shown you the system. It's like a retro system. and you buy arcades. Sorry, you buy these little packs, and it's got a nice little booklet and a cartridge in. This is the Technos Collection 1. Stuff like Double Dragon. So you probably won't be able to see too well, but that's all the games that's on it. That's not blurred. The reason I bought these is because I've got numbers 1 to 4 and number 11. And I bought 5 to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at least I've got 1 to 11 consecutively now, and someone I know runs an arcade. Runs a retro shop in an arcade in Newcastle near me. He was knocking them out too for 15 quid, which is fairly cheap now because the new ones have gone up to about 18 quid, and the old ones were 15. Even if you allow for the fact that the price of some of them have gone up, So yeah, so that was number 10. Number 9 was Pico Collection. Well, I'm not familiar with these people. I mean, you won't be able to see too well, but there's quite a few games on there. None of them on which I'm familiar with, but they are retro. So that's the Mega Cat Studios, number 8. Nothing on there I really remember, to be honest, but there's 10 games in it. Might mean more to some of you than it does to me. That's the Interplay Collection. I remember Interplay doing stuff for the Amiga and PC and what have you. Like Earthworm Jim, I'm familiar with. Prehistoric Man, remember all those. Yeah, Rad Gravity is another one that I think probably was on the Mega Drive or somewhere. And number 6 was the Namco Museum Collection 2. I've already got Volume 1, and that's got the classic old arcades, Pack Attack, Dig Dug, Splatterhouse 1 and 2, Phelios, Burning Force, which any of you know the Mega Drive, you remember those. And that's number 5, which is the Atari Collection 2. This is all the old 7800 games, the 2600 games. I mean, I know I never had these machines, so it's all new to me. I mean, the graphics on them are pretty ropey, but what do you expect from back end of the 70s the Atari came out? It's a long time ago. Right, okay. We'll move on now. I bought a few Nerf guns, and I'll have to move back a little bit to show you these because right, get a load of this. Get it there. Right. Whoa. I don't get it all in the picture. I'm stuck on something here. Yeah, that's better. I'll move back a bit so I can better show it to you. Not far, but right, there you go. That's it in its entirety. It's the Nerf Mega Twin Shock, and as you can see, it runs 10 mega darts, and it's a simple, and then it fires them off one at a time. You just for the next one. Yeah, I mean, that only cost me 8 quid, which I thought was a bit of a bargain, second hand, but you do well to pick that up for 8 quid most places. So yeah, I was quite taken by that. It's I have fired it off, and it's quite Goes quite a long way. The darts, and they whistle as well. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that one. Right, I'll just put that out the way somewhere so it can get in the way. And then I was really pleased with this one because this is fairly new. This is one of the new Fortnite guns from Nerf. It's a shotgun, believe it or not. It took me a while to figure out how you load it up, but all you do is you pull it back, release, and then you have to manually load your. See, that becomes clear, and you can load your mega dart into there. As I say, it's only a single firing thing, but that is powerful. Believe me. I've just had a bash of it in the kitchen, and there's no fly. So yeah, for that, as I say, there again, that was only £8 in cash converters, which is where I bought most of my Nerfs actually. So I mean, I would imagine it's called a Boss Merg 12. I don't play Fortnite, so it might mean more to you who play it, but yeah, that was I couldn't resist those for £8 each. And then I was in a charity shop just a day or two ago and came across my. I mean, I collect handguns more than anything. I like these because of the size. You know, they're fairly compact. This is it's a Barricade RV10, so it's a later version of the Barricade, and it actually works off batteries. So. I haven't got any bullets in it, thankfully, but yeah, so I presume it's automatic. You've got your jam port there. If anything jams up, you can get rid of it. And yeah, I mean that was in one of the charity shops. British Heart Foundation, £3. Can't be bad. I know this is an older model, but I actually prefer these. In a collecting sense, because those big ones, they don't have to take up a lot of space, and I ain't got a lot of space. So yeah, that was me little Nerf collection. And then I'll just take a go here. Last but not least, I've got a little collected edition here, which actually will serve as an unboxing because I've never actually opened it yet. I only got it 2 days ago. I saw it in Kex, and I asked to have a look at it, and it was only £30, and what's in it? £30 seemed a very, very good buy to me. I'll show you what's in it. In fact, there's the contents. You get a Steelbook, which sold me straight away. You get a Truck Facts postcard book, and then you get your game, separate from the Steelbook, and then you get instant unlocks. That will be the DLC, well, I assume that's been used. And then you get a die-cast model of something called a Gravedigger. So, without any further ado, we'll have a little look. So yeah, that's the outer box, which you've already seen. Find somewhere to store it. Right, stick it over there. Right, okay. Now we have inside just another box. Right, I'll just figure out it opens, because these things can get a bit strange. Right, there's always a... So, see how it opens from... Oh, that's a surprise. Actually opens from the side there. I can do this without getting in the way of... Yeah, that does it. Right, yeah, now here's a surprise. That will be the code, which I'm not going to show you, but that's what you get. Now this comes as a surprise because the game is actually sealed, so it's quite possible that that code is valid. So I'll leave that sealed because there won't be much to see in there. Okay, so that's a nice surprise. And then we have Monster Jam Steel Titans it's called. I've never heard of this game. To be quite frank, I don't know whether it was an Xbox exclusive, but oh, nice. Yeah, it's like a little book of postcards, which is unusual. And I assume on the back of each postcard, oh no, it's got some facts on the postcard itself. Apparently, I thought there would be something on the back, but yeah, that's quite nice. That's very unusual. Postcard book, and at the far end we have. Out of everybody's way. Right, then we have the Steelbook, which I have to say is rather bland. However, it's probably a Steelbook that you can only get in this edition, I assume. So, who am I to criticise? Quite happy with that, because Steelbooks are my thing. And inside is the aforementioned, well, I have to say that's very nice. That's your little 1/24th model. Well, I've got to say, for 30 quid, that seems to be all sealed up and stuff, so I'm not going to mess about with it, but I mean, you can see it. You can see it quite well in there. I mean, that is very nice. I think that was probably 30 quid well spent, yeah. Okay, good. Happy with that. More than happy with that. Don't know what it was originally, but certainly 30 quid, it's decent buy. Okay, my friends, that is, I'm just looking around, make sure I've covered everything. Yep, we have done everything, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little look at my latest pickups for March. I'll be back, as I say, very shortly with another one for all you science fiction fans. In the meantime, thank you very much for taking the patience to watch this one. And just to reiterate again, if you see adverts on my videos, got nothing to do with me. I I'm not monetized, never will be monetized. But it is annoying. I've got to say, when I have a quick look at one of mine for reference and an advert comes up, oh God. But what can you do? It's a free channel, I suppose. Yeah, anyway, enough waffle. I will see you very shortly. Goodbye for now.